Hey guys, welcome. In this video, let's take a detailed look of the newly released Anvil Asgard. Check out some essential specs, take a detailed look in the interior of the ship, do a component and weapon detaching and attaching guide, as well as testing the cargo grid. Now let's start with some of the essential specs for the ship. SCM speed 203 meters per second. SCM boost speed forward 425 meters per second, and SCM boost speed backward 240 meters per second. The maximum navigation speed 1075 meters per second. So in terms of the speed, this ship is pretty decent for the size. Boost ramp up takes 1.2 seconds, which means after a boost, it will take 1.2 seconds for you to boost again. Now, quantum drive spool delay takes 6 seconds, which means if you're switching from SCM to navigation mode, it will take 6 seconds to execute. Maneuverability, pitch, yaw, and roll without boost, 32.5, 27.5, and 95 degrees per second. When boosted with full power to engine, your maneuverability can reach to 39, 33, and 114 degrees per second. This ship has 4 size 2 shields with the default military grade C size 2 shield. Total shield strength is around 19,000 hit points, and the hull HP for the ship is 77,000 hit points. And compared with the Constellation, compared with the Star Lancer TAC, it's really not a lot of hull HP. And the vital part for the ship is at its nose and tail. Both nose and tail each has 20,000 hit points. Physical hull damage modifier is negative 58%. Cargo grid, we have 180 SEO for the ship, which we're going to be testing in detail later in the video. Hydrogen capacity 97.5 SEU, quantum capacity 1.85 SEU. Standard insurance claim time 17 minutes, expedited claim time 4 minutes 15 seconds, and the expedited cost 9,430 AUEC. Now, in terms of the stealth, we're only going to consider the cross-section because for the IR and EM, you can manage by turning on and off your components and weapons. So front cross-section 9,810, side cross-section is 31,000, and top cross-section is 39,240. So only in the front, you are relatively stealthy within 10 kilometers. But side and top, the cross-section is so huge, meaning this ship cannot be used as a stealth dropship. It's a hot dropship, going in under enemy fire, drop troops, drop vehicles, and get out. And this ship has a size 2 radar. The sensitivity, IR, EM, and cross-section 90%, 90%, and 90%. Now, let's check out the interior of the ship. The Anvil Asgard has 3 entrances. So 2 side entrances. And by the way, the Anvil Asgard entrances all have these buttons, but I have checked the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie has not been upgraded. I was hoping that the Valkyrie could get some buttons for the doors, but not yet. For the side doors, left and right, it opens same as the Valkyrie, and then you can jump on top from the side. From this side as well, you can jump out. The ramp access, you have 2 buttons, 1 on each side. Quite convenient. I was expecting a red light around the ramp, but I guess not yet. We don't get the red light around the ramp. So the ramp is really good. It's touching the floor. There is almost no gap in between. It's easy to load ground vehicles or ships. This is a beautiful sight to see. It's huge cargo area. Very beautiful. So this is plain and simple, the cargo hold or the vehicle hold. Now along these walls, you have fuse, 2 fuses right here. You have the cooler access, size 2 cooler, and battery access. On this side, radar and shield access. Size 2 radar, size 2 shield, another shield axis, second shield. This is a fire extinguisher. Now, in this section, you have 2 side doors. You also have these buttons. This also controls the back ramp. So after you load a vehicle in, you don't have to go all the way back there to touch these buttons, even though you haven't. These buttons, one on each side. I believe you can also control the lighting. Oh, it's a little difficult to hit the lighting thing. Every time you hit is the button. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, a little bit hard to hit. You have to stand away and then sort of zoom in and walk in until you see these buttons right here. So this is the emergency light. Hit this light. This is the ambient light. Hit again. This is the bright light. So you have buttons that can control the ramp from right here. One on each side. Right here. Now, on the side door, you have these Gatling guns. These are size 1 yellow jacket Gatling gun. You don't see the ammo count, but it does have ammo. About 1,000 rounds. There we go. Ammo ran out. Now, in this section, obviously in the middle is where you go to the pilot seat. This is the only access to go to the pilot seat. And sometimes this ladder can be bugged, which means there is no interaction. It's not taking you up. But you have this door thing always hit my head. It hurts. Right here, this door thing. In the beginning, I was thinking, why do we even need this door? But look at the window right here. So with this door and together with this glass, the upper department will become a hermetically sealed compartment. Now, you have a button right here. Oh, before you go down the ladder, you can hit open or close right here. So if you don't want to hit your head, open this first and then go up. And then to go down, simply walk backward to drop down. That's it. Now, side rooms. First, here, you have external storage. Only one section right here. 750K micro SCU. Only this box right here. And on this side, you also have one that you can interact. 750K micro SCU. And these two are just decorations. Now, in these rooms, in the Valkyrie, you have the drop seats. But in this room, this design of this room is a little weird. I don't know what to say. So here you have the cooler access. I don't have the second cooler. I unequipped 2 coolers from the ship. The ship has 3 coolers. I unequipped 2 coolers, kept only 1 cooler on the ship because currently the cooler doesn't do much, but takes a lot of power. So in order to give the ship more power, I unequipped 2 cooler. But don't make that a habit because once the cooler is fully functional in-game, you need the cooler be on the ship in order to manage it. You can manually turn it off, yes, but I did take it away from the ship. So here was one size 2 cooler. And here is your third shield and one size 2 power plant. Now on this side, you have one drop seat right here. And why? What is this? Why there's no seat here? We can definitely put a seat here, right? So you have one seat here. Why not put another seat right here? People can sit. But nope. Now go through here. Here you have more component access. Here is your gravity generator. And then on this side right here, life support. You also have a fuse. Now this section is the bottom turret, main turret. You control dual size 4. Dual size 4. Let's check the angle for the ship. Oh, the angle is pretty good. You go 360 degrees, especially bottom of the ship. Yeah, I just pushed the ship up. Yeah. You can shoot under the ship Right in front of you, after the turret seat, is jump drive access and quantum drive access all in one compartment right here. Size 2 quantum drive. So this is another room, and you have power plant access, the second power plant, size 2, and the force shield, size 2. You also have the third cooler, which I already unequipped it. Now, turn around. Here is another drop seat. And here is the engineering access. I guess this is parallel to this, because here doesn't have another engineering panel, but at least you can put a seat here, right? So you have more seats. So you don't have a lot of drop seats for troops. But if you load a vehicle, you can have the troops sit on those vehicles. Or you can simply put a lot of chairs all around and then make it a troop dropship. So that's all for the lower level. Let's go up to the upper level. Now, this is the upper level. First of all, this is a glass. You can see the reflection on the window. So with this glass and with this door, you can close this door with this button right here. And this compartment is completely sealed. If someone is breaching the ship, you can actually see them. You can't shoot through with your gun, but you can see them. On this side right here, you have a door. This is a little bunk bed, and you can log out. This is closing. You also can lock this door right here. But all the locked doors can be shot open with your FPS weapon. Now it's opened, but it takes some bullets though. Now on this side, you have a bathroom right here. Very small mirror, but you can't see yourself from there. Now you have the shower, which is here, and then toilet. Where are the toilet papers? Maybe you don't need the toilet papers on the ship. That's not good. And you can also lock this door right here, like that. Now, in the middle right here, you have this it says food access. It's not functional yet. And then here are your weapon racks. Here are the suit locker. 2 suit lockers. There's no doors. Now, weapon rack. Demico and FS9. You can also put multi-tool. No, you can't put multi-tool on top of there. That's for your pistol access. So there's no place to put multi-tool here. Here, you can put heavy weapons. I think you can also put... no, you can't put FS9. Yeah, for your real gun and rocket launcher. And now, go down here will be the cockpit. It's plain and simple. You have one fire extinguisher, and that is it. Oh, you have this avionics, which you can interact, open, and that's it. This is the cockpit. Now, one thing let's check is the ammo capacitor for the ship. You can see, even I took off 2 coolers, I still do not have full weapon pips to give to guns, engines, and shield. If I give full power to weapon and engine, my shield is only at half strength. Now, full power to weapon, I have 107 pilot-controlled guns capacitor. Now, unlock the ship. Let's do a ship components and weapons attaching and detaching guide. First, let's do the components. So the components of the ship is scattered throughout the ship, everywhere almost. So this is the size 2 cooler. Let's detach it. And, oh, problem. I cannot attach this cooler back. So this is still a current problem for many ships. Once you detach a component, you cannot put it back. So that's the cooler. And then this is the shield. Size 2 shield, cannot put it back. This is another shield. You can detach them though. If you loot a player's Asgard, you can detach all these components. And these are military grade components. Now, here is another cooler. You can detach from here. Here is a shield. And then cannot attach it back. I do have one power plant here. I'm gonna detach this power plant. This ship has 2 power plants, and this one cannot be attached back. Yes, I think the door is big enough to send this component through. There we go. This power plant right here. Now, go around here, we have the quantum drives. Can also detach this quantum drive, but oh, I can still send this quantum drive through. Nice. Send through all these doors. And then here is another shield. Shield number 4. Detach, cannot attach. Now, I'm gonna leave this power plant on, because otherwise the ship would be dead. So that's all the components. 4 size 2 shields, 3 size 2 coolers, and 2 size 2 power plant, and 1 size 2 quantum drive. Now, weapons. Let's try the Gatling gun first. And that's an active. Cannot detach this Gatling gun. For the ship weapons, this is a size 4. Yes, we can detach this size 4. And then we can also attach the weapon back. Good. Size 4 detach and attach. And then size 3s. Under the nose, attach, detach. Detach, attach. Good. So the pilot can control 6 size 3 guns. You have 2 on the nose, and then you have 2 on each side right there. Detach and attach. On this side as well, you have 2 size 3s. You can detach and attach. Now, that's all the weapons this ship has. What's left is the missiles on top of that, but I do need some help in order to do that. Alright, let's use the MPUV tractor to get on top of the ship. Very good. Okay, now here is the missile port for the ship. You have 16 size 3 missiles. We can detach and attach these missiles one by one. Look at that. Attach. There we go. And choose this one. Detach. And attach. Detach. And attach. Very easy for this. Wow, this thing is huge here. Look at the size. So that's it for the components and weapons detach and attach guide. Now, let's go check out the cargo grid. So I want to use these 32 SU box to test the cargo grid, but unfortunately in my medium hangar I cannot take these from my freight elevator, so I'm just gonna use the 216 SU box for this test. 216 equals 132. Alright, so 180 SU of cargo grid. Let's see how this works. We're gonna push it to the very end of it. So which way? This way. I can also put it in this way. If I put it in this way, then I think I can put one more here. The cargo grid starts at this line right here. Here has no cargo grid. I don't think so. So let's do this way right here. And this is the second 16 SCU, and that is 132 SCU. Oh, I can even put another one on top of it. There we go. And then one snap here. So 232 SCU. There we go. 432 SCU. Wow. And we still have room. It's not done yet. These are 128 SCU. We still have 52 SCU somewhere that we can put. Oh, 8 SCU not here. And no cargo grid. You can snap these 8 SCU box. However, you can put a couple 8 SCU box here. On top, I don't think so because this thing goes up. And on this side, oh, this side is negative. Yep, one side, because this side, I think there's some cargo grid we can snap. So let's try the smaller ones. So 8 ICU, no more. We can't put these. Yes, we can put another layer of 2 SU boxes here. And only 1 layer. 1 line, that's it. And then we can put this one on top. So this will give us another 32 SU total from all the way, if we fill it up, all the way to here. Now, in front of here, yes, we also have some grid, cargo grid here. I can put how many layers? Only 1 layer, 1 line. But we can put 4 layers of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another 16. And that's 176 SU. I'm still missing 4 SU somewhere. Oh, I'm missing 4 SU right here. So, right here. Here you can put 1, 2, 3, 4 with only 1 SU box. Wow. Yes, and that's total 180 SU for this cargo grid right here. And that is it for this close look of the Anvil Asgard. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.